Okay, so that wasn't expected. I didn't. What the hell? Cool. We can't even control Z to get those back. They're just gone. Like, how's it going? Today I wanted to go over bulk actions. So first I want to just check if there were any bulk action functionality in the Markdown versions, and we'll see. So bulk actions is basically just selecting a bunch of stuff and then you can perform some action on it. So for example, if we rotate the to-do state, okay, cool. And if you're using the Markdown version of Logseq, you might have a different like to-do state here. So that's cool. Bulk action functionality. I don't think I used it too much. If we rotate it again, is it going to get rid of the to-do state? Oh, cool. So that's actually something that's missing in the database version of Logseq, because from memory, when you rotate the to-do state, it never goes back to not having a to-do state at all, which is a bit of a pain, to be honest, because then you have to kind of remove the to-do state manually, like remove the task tag. But even if you remove the task tag, once you rotate the to-do state, it'll reapply the task tag again. So that's something that they should fix in the database version. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fairly rudimentary in the Markdown version. So let's go over to the documentation and we'll have a look at what the docs say about bulk actions, and then we'll go into the database version and have a play around ourselves. So bulk actions are a powerful way to make changes across nodes. And remember that nodes is the term, so they kind of change the nomenclature a bit. Moving into the database version, we have nodes which encompass pages and blocks. When multiple nodes are selected, bulk actions can be taken on them. To select nodes in a block context, use a mouse or the Shift plus arrow keys. Once nodes are selected, a bulk action header appears above the blocks. And this bulk action header, sometimes it doesn't display. Sometimes you have to right click on an empty space of what you've selected to get it to show up. So the following bulk actions are available in the header tag. Click on the hashtag icon to update or add, update, remove tags for selected nodes. Copy the block or page title of selected nodes with copy. And that's something that we should check as well. Does it actually copy the block information or does it copy the block reference? Set property. We can add or update a property for selected nodes. You can also unset the property, which is just removing the property for selected nodes. Delete, click on the trash icon to delete selected nodes. And we will see how the delete functionality works in the database version, because I have a feeling that sometimes it will go to recycle, sometimes it won't. And then we also have the three dots menu. Click on the three dots icon to invoke additional actions to apply to selected nodes. Nodes can also be selected and have bulk actions in tables. Mosey on over to the database version. Okay, so we've got the database version here, right? And cool thing, just remembered this other thing. Something purple monkey dishwasher. For anyone who has watched The Simpsons. So we can do the same thing here as the Markdown version. We can highlight them and you'll notice that the bulk action header actually comes up. We can apply any tag using the hashtag. I don't really want to apply the task tag because it's going to mess things up a bit. I notice we've got comment and comments. Let's apply the comment tag, and that hasn't actually done anything. What's the point of that? We may have inadvertently broken something, which seems to be quite common in the database version. Okay, so why don't we try the comments tag instead? Comments. There we go. Okay, so it's turned all of these into comments. I don't know how we select all of these. So be be wary if you turn a bunch of blocks into comments. Let's see if we can use the keyboard shortcuts. Okay, so it's a bit awkward, but you can use the keyboard shortcuts to select the blocks when they are comments. Otherwise, you would have to select like this part, just a single one. I wonder if we can shift click. No, that. Oh, there we go. Okay, so just to confirm, so if you click into like the reply, I think it doesn't matter if you do the top one or the bottom one, and then you can hold shift and press like the arrow. Even that doesn't. There we go. You kind of have to fiddle your way around until you figure it out, but I mean, it kind of works. So we can remove that one. Oh, wow. Okay. So if you click on the comment one, if I can type, we're leaving a comment on about all 3 blocks above. So that's interesting, because you'll see when you hover over this comment field, it's highlighting, it's kind of semi-highlighting all 3 blocks above. When you remove the comment, it actually removes the comment that you made. So if we reapply that, yeah, it doesn't actually come back. So just be careful if you have a comment that is affecting multiple blocks or maybe even a single block, and if you just happen to highlight this one and remove the comment. So even if you remove the comments tag, it will actually remove the comment and it'll just leave the word comments there. So just be aware of that. We can set property. I mean, we can change the icon. We can put that green dot, right? So it's just an aesthetic change, and again the bulk actions header doesn't show up, so you have to right click there. What other agent session ID? Oh, okay, I don't know what that is. That might have to be another video on its own. Delete selected. How did it skip that one? Okay, so I think the bulk action header will show up more reliably when you use the keyboard as opposed to the mouse. So if we copy that, what does it actually copy? Okay, so it copies everything. It even copies the icon that you changed the bullet point to. You can copy the block reference. Let's copy the block reference and then paste it down here. And this is actually a good thing to highlight here as well, because so all of these nodes, like a node, basically a node and a page are, almost exactly the same thing in the database version. And we see this when we actually copy the block reference of all of these nodes here, nodes or blocks. I mean, it's interchangeable depending on what you're talking about. But then when we paste the block reference, it's actually pasting the UUID of that block. And so if you delete these ones that are the block references, that's not going to affect the originals. That's only going to delete this reference. So for example, we can press backspace to delete all of those, but you'll notice that the original blocks are still present. And these ones, I think actually, because we copied these and pasted them, these are going to have different block references. So this one ends in 7, this one ends in 1C03. So yeah, these are 2 completely different, even though they have the same content, they are 2 completely different UUIDs. So let's delete all of these, and then we'll see if it shows up in the recycle. So once you delete, you might not know, but you can then go to recycle. Okay, so that wasn't expected. What the hell? Okay, so I think that might be a bug. We can't even Control Z to get those back. So this is why in other videos I've mentioned that you should be really cautious of deleting things, both in the Markdown version and the database version, because you don't know if it's going to go to the recycle or not. And they're just gone. Like those blocks are just gone. What if we just delete a single block? Does that go to the recycle? Let's see. So the recycle, in my experience, only seems to work when you delete a page. So if we press Control K and then we'll just create a page called new page, right? And then we'll go back here and if we go to pages, oh, this is actually a great a great example as well, because we can perform bulk actions on all of these as well. So just remember that if you see a table like this, the columns are referring to properties and the rows are referring to, I guess, like the entire page or the reference. So we can select individually, or we can select right at the very top column, the header column, to select all of them. So we just want to select this one for now, and we'll delete this one. And you'll notice that it actually comes up with this prompt. Are you sure you want to delete these pages? Properties and tags will be permanently deleted and pages will be moved to recycle. So it says properties and tags will be permanently deleted. So I wonder if we add properties, let's just out of curiosity, let's create a tag for what do we want to have on this page. I don't know, we'll just do with the tried and true movie tag, and we'll create a year option, and then we'll apply the movie tag to this one, right? Okay, so now we'll go to the page view, we'll delete it, and then we'll recover it from the recycle and see if the properties come back. Okay, but it didn't delete the tag itself. So if we still have the movie tag, so if we go to recycle and we click on restore, and now when we go to pages, our new page will still be there, and it still has the movie tag. So it would only become a problem if you delete the tag intentionally along with the properties. All right, I think that thoroughly covers bulk actions. If you can think of any video ideas or whatever, chuck them down in the comments. I've got some ideas in the pipeline, but for now I'm focusing on Logseq. See you in the next one.